Hi folks, Mike from Old Creel Canoe and Kayak here, and I'm very excited to talk to you about the new Craft Prospector 14-foot solo canoe. You can see this layup looks amazing. This is their TuffStuff clear, so it has no pigment in the gel coat, and it weighs 45 pounds. It's outfitted with this amazing deep dish removable yoke that is super easy to install and remove. I'm just pulling these two pins here, and it's coming out easy, like super easy. And it's a comfortable Craft yoke. So, we're gonna get this on the water in a minute. I just wanna talk about some of the highlights. We have a depth of 13.5 inches, and at the bow and stern, we've actually got 21.5 inches. So there's a little bit of rocker, a capacity of 550 pounds. If you want it in the absolute lightest layup possible, you could get this in the Aramid Light, and it would be 35 pounds. So I'm excited. Solo boats are fun. We're gonna try it with a single blade and a double blade paddle, and not too windy here today, so a good test period. And you know, this canoe can take a lot of gear, so it'll be good to see it unloaded, but I think the true test will be with a lot of gear in it. This thing's gonna be amazing. So stay tuned, we'll get on the water. Thank you. All right, Mike here with Old Creel. We're gonna get in the Prospector 14 TuffStuff Solo from Craft. And first thing I notice, the seat height is quite high, so I'm gonna easily be able to tuck my feet underneath and kneel, which is of course the most comfortable way to be solo paddling. Here we go. All right, first impressions are it edges nicely. It's quite stable. I think definitely, you know, a good amount of freeboard. It would take a lot of gear. I think this is a pretty lovely canoe. I can definitely get it to track straight. There's not a whole lot of wind, but it doesn't feel like it wants to pivot away on me or anything like that. Not slow. So I do like to switch to the double-bladed paddles. I know it's a little sacrilege for some, but we're gonna give it a go. So this is a 240 width, and I'll let you know what I think for length. I'm about 5'11". I'm going to switch into a seated position because I think that would be comfortable with the kayak paddle. The seat's nice and angled, I noticed, so yeah. Good for kneeling, good for sitting. I love the bootlace seats. I could probably go a touch longer than a 240. Yeah, maybe a 260 paddle would be a little better. You'll just see my top hand comes across somewhere around my chin. Maybe it'd be a little cruisier to have it a bit longer of a blade. Yeah, the canoe's certainly going straight when I want it to. It's turning nicely. You know, obviously if I give it a little edge, it's gonna allow that pretty aggressive turn. Yeah, I think this canoe is a winner. I could see using this on the lakes down in Keji Makujik National Park. and then having a real easy time on the portages. It would have ample capacity here for my maybe 30-liter barrel, and my 110-liter roll top dry bag would be my configuration for solo stuff that, you know, I needed a little bit extra gear or a lot of food for, you know, a week's worth. Might be able to get it down to just a 110-liter roll top bag if I was going pretty lightweight, depend on the time of year. Oh my, this canoe is a joy. Yep, you see those hinges are pretty out of the way. I'm not gonna experience any issue catching on those. I think it's pretty clever design to easily get the yoke in and out. So yeah, this thing scoots with the double blade. Going back to the single blade. Back to my kneeling position. Oh, I could stay out here all day, but I guess I got to get back to work at some point. So yeah, folks, there you have it. This is the Craft Prospector 14 Solo, and in the TuffStuff layup. I'm loving it. I think this canoe's great. I could see disappearing for a week quite easily in the national parks with this canoe. So yeah, if you want to come down and test paddle it, visit us here in Fall River, Old Creel Canoe and Kayak. Or just give us a call or email to chat about this boat. Be happy to let you demo it as well. Thanks and happy paddling.